So SEO is one of the most cost-effective ways you can bring clients to your financial advisor business or any business really. It's a very effective tactic. It does take some time and it's changing all the time, so it takes a lot to keep up with it. So that's where it's important to either really invest in learning it yourself or to pay for someone that knows what they are doing, especially someone that knows kind of within your specific field how to optimize your website and your content so that it is performing the best for you in terms of SEO. So right now I'm looking at just financial advisors in Omaha, and as you can see, even if you had 100% perfect SEO tactics and got yourself up to #1 in the ranking, you wouldn't show up at the beginning of the page. And that's why, pay-per-click ads are definitely effective. Young people especially have a tendency not to click on these. They avoid them at all costs. They kind of see the word ad and they say, nope, not me. Older demographics have a tendency to click on these more, and especially if we're looking at Bing, that's where that seems to happen a lot. But also you're just getting, your position up here. And as you can see, it's really the bigger players that are competing in this space. That doesn't mean that you can't compete there too. What we really want to look at is if we continue to scroll down past the local listings, and now we're into the organic listings here. You have directory, 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 directory. Oh, and then now we have one financial planner in the entire first page here. So I wanted to see what these guys were doing, that they were doing right, so that maybe some other advisors in the area could at least get closer to this kind of ranking. Now, I already loaded up these pages because my internet's running a little slow because everyone's working from home right now because of the whole pandemic. And, these guys have a really good website. Everything is fast. It loads fast. It's responsive. They have multiple locations, so they're probably getting a lot of traffic because they're a relatively big firm. So all of those factors definitely apply, and they've probably been around a long time, so they're considered a trusted website. So those factors definitely apply. But to really find out, I wanted to take their link and I use SEO Ability. I have a paid account, but I'm not logged in right now. But so this is right under the free account. You can do this. You just paste your website and you say analyze website, and it'll give you this really in-depth report, and it'll tell you exactly what things to work on. So this is really interesting. This is actually a really basic SEO tool having an H1 heading. So the fact that they don't have an H1 heading is actually really interesting. Yeah, see, these are considered H2, and all that they would need to do within the code is change that to an H1, and then that shows Google which sections of the page are the most important. Okay, but really the thing that I wanted to look at here, and because I already looked at this, is that they are doing really well in one spot here. This is backlinks. So a lot of times you'll have a website come up here, and yours probably will if you're a relatively new advisor, or maybe you haven't done a lot of SEO work in the past, and it'll come up and say that you don't have a lot of good backlinks. And these guys have 107 referring domains. That's a pretty decent amount, not a ton. 680 backlinks. So let me go a little bit more in depth with this backlink checker. And actually, we're going to be able to check exactly where those backlinks are coming from. So basically, what a backlink is an external link from another site that's linking to your site. So any other site that is linking back to your site is considered a backlink. And it's an important part because basically it's a trust factor. It allows Google to assess what industry or what your website is about. And it also allows Google to kind of get a gauge on how reputable your site is. So if your site has 0 backlinks, Google has no idea whether you're trustworthy. And if your site has backlinks from sites that aren't trustworthy and reputable, it's kind of everything lifts each other. So if you have sites that are from sketchy websites, basically, then Google's going to look at that and it's going to hurt you more than it helps you. But if you have it from trustworthy websites, then this helps you. Some big things to consider are links from your same country. So you want to not be necessarily using Fiverr or something to get links just from anywhere. And it's got to kind of be relevant content. So it can't just be completely random. And it has to be follow links. A lot of sites will say no follow, which is kind of a way to get them from keeping traffic from bleeding off of their site onto other sites. But a good backlink is a full follow link. That's stuff that you don't necessarily have to keep too much track of. What's really important is to look at these good options here. So valuable, unique content. Basically, the absolute best way that you can get more backlinks is by creating really valuable content. And it's got to be original content, especially in the financial industry. So much content, which I will bet even these guys are using. Let's see, they have recent posts. See, so this looks like a pretty, actually a custom made blog rather than just like one of those FINRA pre-approved blogs that are just copy and pasted into your blog. So I talk about that a lot. It's kind of like one of my biggest pet peeves with financial advisors or people that just repeat and paste content because it's really not helping you. It's not even that long of an article. It's pretty short. But this is definitely, was written specifically for this Omaha branch and then placed here, which obviously they had to get approved. There's some timing with that. It might take a whole month of delay, but that's okay. I mean, it's totally worth doing content that's actually original if you have the time to invest in writing it, or you can find a good copywriter to do it. But so, things like this, someone else might share this, and that would be considered a backlink, especially if they share it on their own website. Creating an infographic, basically useful content, is a great way to get backlinks from other sites. And that's how I've done this with a lot of other sites that I've done in the past. I used to do a lot of, I was a film producer, so I did a lot of content like that. And absolutely the stuff that worked best, just as far as getting traffic to the site and getting backlinks, was I would create really, really in-depth long blog posts, usually something to do with data that other people weren't talking about. And sometimes I do my own research and put out my own reports, and that stuff would turn around and become kind of shared all over the industry to other people's websites, and it would link back to my website. You can also ask your customers and suppliers, so that's not super relevant to the financial industry necessarily. Social profiles, so having your agents linking your site on their on their Facebooks and stuff, that could help a little bit. And basically, what we're going to do here though is we're going to look at, let's say you're a competitor of these guys and you're like, why can't I get up to where they're at? Now, if we type in their domain here, then this will give us an idea of where those backlinks actually are, which this is super, super helpful. This is like, there's a couple other websites that do this. I like SEO Ability. People like Spy Foo. There's a couple different things. And here, this gives link rating. I don't see a lot of link ratings that go above like 35 or so. So 28 is still pretty high. And so you can just see exactly what these sites that are being considered backlinks are. And this one, I bet, is a really good one. Okay, so yeah, this is actually a directory. So this is one of those examples. One of our services is listings management, which is more or less directory management. And I actually didn't know about this directory, so I'll add this to our lists. And obviously you're going to have to, this is not just something that anyone can add themselves to, but this is the highest rated backlink that they have. So this is helping their SEO a lot. It basically is helping their reputation, which obviously, this is something too that a customer that's really doing their due diligence on their firm might be looking at this, but maybe not. But Google definitely is what's kind of important here. So let's look at the other ones. There's Midtown Crossing. So this is a local Midtown Crossing. If you're not in Nebraska, Midtown Crossing is just like a community, like a development. So that's considered a reputable post. Now, I used to work at a radio station, and our site was a pretty common reputable posting. So by sponsoring certain sections of the website or doing kind of community oriented things that we would report on, a site might be able to get those backlinks. So this is just one of many ways that you can improve your SEO. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and I will get to those and answer them the best I can. If it's something that I think warrants it, I will make another video like this about that topic.